So tonight I'm having some crock pot lasagna. I made that earlier today. I've got some breadsticks and I have some salad that I actually made yesterday for another video on making an Olive Garden salad. So I'm just gonna put this dinner together, and if you'd like to join me, you're welcome. So I'm gonna have some salad first. Just put a few of these things on my plate. And I'll put a couple of these pepperoncinis on here. They're so good. And I do have a little bit of Parmesan that I'm gonna put on my salad, along with some Italian dressing, like so. And I've got a breadstick, and I'm gonna get some lasagna. So here's a picture of my dinner. It's piping hot out of the oven, and I'm just gonna chow down. I've got a little bit of, it's some strawberry Bella V. It's kind of like a flavored sparkling water. So I'm having some of that. I just picked some beautiful roses this morning out of my garden. They're just beautiful. So, time to eat. So this lasagna is delicious. I made a crock pot lasagna, and I put my noodles in uncooked. And as long as you have enough liquid, everything cooks up really nice and just makes for a really nice dinner without having to go to a lot of work. You just kind of put it together in the morning, and it's about 2:30. I like to eat kind of early, and that is so good. I put a lot of cheese on it. Typically when I go out to eat with someone, before I take a bite, I ask them a question, then I take a bite, and it's so much fun. I love going out to eat with my friends and family, and I always look forward to eating meals on Sunday. I don't know why. I'm retired for the most part, but I still really enjoy like a Sunday dinner. My kids have moved out quite a while ago. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I'm married to Mr. Homestead Patch. I have twin sons. One lives out of state and another state, and one lives here. The one out of state, he actually doesn't, he isn't married, has never been married, but he is involved with somebody. So who knows where that'll go. My other son, who is here in the same state that I live in, we really only live about 15 minutes away. So I have two grandsons. I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old by that son. And I have an amazing daughter-in-law. I have beautiful sons. I have beautiful grandsons. I am really, really, really blessed. And we're a pretty close-knit family. We are. So I grew up in California. I'm a native Californian. I still live in Southern California, and I have a lot of hobbies. My biggest hobbies at this point are gardening, spending time with my family. I love going places with my grandkids. I actually have them every single day, Monday through Friday. In the mornings, I kind of watch them till about 1 or 1:30 every day. We just have adventures. I have a big backyard, and they help me garden. We swim in the summers. They ride their bikes and play and do all kinds of fun stuff. we just have a grand time. We have a really fun time together. So I'm really fortunate. I get to spend every day with them. And then, so I have my hobbies, gardening. I love preserving food. I really enjoy making YouTube videos. I just started this about a year ago, kind of as a pastime to kind of show the things that I like to do with friends and family, my hobbies. And so I've been picking up subscribers. Different people have been subscribing to my channel, and I've really been having a lot of fun with it. These are the best rolls. Breadsticks. Very delicious. I love to eat. I love to cook. I got some ribeyes on sale on Sunday or on Saturday. And so my son and daughter-in-law and my grandkids are coming over Tuesday night. We're gonna grill some ribeyes on the grill. I think I'm gonna make some au gratin potatoes, maybe some corn on the cob. I haven't decided exactly what I'm gonna have go with the dinner, but I'm definitely gonna make some of these breadsticks. They'll love them. That salad is so good. Incredibly good. So, I was born the oldest. I have one brother and one sister. And that's kind of an interesting story. I just got my sister a few years ago. And my brother, he's a year younger than me. We're very close. My sister was my cousin. And when my mom was alive, she actually adopted her. So that was kind of cool. So you might be wondering why my husband and I don't eat together. Well, he's always on a different kind of diet. There was Homestead patch behind me. He's always on a little bit different diet than I am. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. He eats at a different time than I do. I like to eat around 2:30, 3 o'clock. Maybe have a snack for dinner. He eats kind of when he gets home from work. So on the weekends, he stays with that timing. And he's a vegan, sort of. I'm not, definitely. And so we just don't eat together. It's just not something we do for the most part. He doesn't particularly like the kind of food that I make, and I definitely don't like the food that he eats. So there's no common ground there at all whatsoever. But I do like fruits and vegetables and things like that. I actually eat quite a few of them. It's just I want to eat other things with them. So anyway, I pretty much eat either watching TV or sitting here and enjoying the backyard or what have you. Sometimes I eat outside. In fact, when the grandkids are with me in the mornings, Monday through Friday, we always eat outside. Lunch, breakfast, everything. Unless it's really cold, then we eat in the house. And I would say that things are really good. I'm a content person. I'm a happy person. I don't really have a lot of things I fuss over, I don't think. And maybe other people could tell you I do. But I don't know, it seems like I'm always busy. I'm always busy with something, some kind of a project, my next thing I'm working on, always something. And I think that helps keep a person content, you know, not being too bored. I enjoy going out to lunch with my friends, and before COVID, I used to love going to the movies, and I retired about a year before COVID hit. Having a ton of fun and working a little tiny bit. Then COVID hit, everything kind of stopped. Now post-COVID, things are starting to pick up again and get back to normal. It's taking longer than I thought it would. It's still not back the way it was, but it's better. It's much better. So I grew up in a home where my mom didn't work. She was kind of a stay-at-home mom. And she was a wonderful parent. She really was. Now my dad, he left something to be desired, and my parents actually divorced a couple of times, and eventually my mom just really couldn't put up with his drinking and carousing and all that kind of stuff anymore. And they stayed apart for good. And that was when I was in high school, the final thing happened. And I just never was close to my dad. My dad kind of always saw the world in a negative way and saw people in a negative way, even his own family. And so, I don't know, it was very difficult. So this is real life. My husband decided to mow. I told him I was making a video. I'm just going to talk through it, so turn your volume up. Oh boy, what could you do? So today, so I wasn't real close to my dad, very close to my mom. Both my parents have passed away. I just lost my mom about a year ago. It was definitely the hardest thing I've ever gone through. She was my best friend, a wonderful person. There was just nobody like her, nobody. Anyway, getting along. She lived with me her last 5 years. I have a house where it's kind of separated between a living room and a dining room. And she had a kind of her own little living area, her own little living room. It had her TV and all her little fireplace and all that stuff. She had a bedroom and a bath, and then I helped cook her meals and things like that. So we shared the kitchen, but she, after like a year or so, she really didn't come out and cook much anyway. So the house has felt a lot different since she's been gone, for sure. It's been a huge adjustment getting used to just being my husband and I living in this house. But, you know, that being said, I know this is part of life. It's just a hard part of life, for sure. So anyway, I'm going to change the subject because, you know, it's still kind of hard. But anyway, I want to just tell you what we did today. So we had this crack in our jacuzzi cover, and I bought some of that Flex Seal spray. It looks like it's going to work okay to kind of waterproof it a little bit, but it still is a big crack. Well, I found these covers that go over a cover, a spa cover, and they kind of fit based on the size of your jacuzzi. And I have a really normal sized jacuzzi. It's an 81 by 81 inches, something like that. And so I'm gonna buy one of those. They're like 50 bucks, and they go over your existing cover. And I think I'm gonna get some kind of industrial spray glue and just spray the cover onto the one we have, because it really needs replaced at this point. Any water that gets in that crack is gonna keep making it waterlogged and that kind of thing. So I think that's gonna be my goal. If I can get through the season and not have to buy a cover, that would be a great thing, because we do use our jacuzzi a lot in the summers. Yeah. That's the best salad. I don't know if you've ever had Olive Garden's bottomless salad, soup and salad. I made the salad. It's a copycat recipe. I'll link it up here if you're interested. It's very good. Really good. So what I really like about making something like this in the crock pot, not only is it easy and it gives me dinner for a night or two, but then I kind of pre-package those meals into several other meals and I freeze them. And I have all kinds of things out in my freezer. I have lasagnas and enchiladas, and they're all individual servings. So all I have to do is take them out and either stick them in the oven or put them in the microwave, maybe defrost them and cook them up. And I always have like an instant dinner to go. I really appreciate that. I mean, I do love cooking and I do try to make meals as often as I can, but I don't want to cook every single day of the week. It's just too much work. That's good. So anyways, my day, it's been kind of a weird day. Like my day's been, I keep feeling it like it's real late, but it's so early. Kind of weird. I wish I could learn about each of you. I love listening more than talking, believe it or not. But you can't really do that on YouTube. But I want you to know I do appreciate everyone who watches my videos, and I know you have a whole choice of people that you could listen to or watch or spend your free time with, and I really appreciate you spending it with me. It means a lot to me. And I really appreciate it when you like and subscribe or even comment on my videos. Just give me some ideas about things that you like or maybe you don't care for. I don't take things very personal. I look at everything, every comment, everything, just like it's great feedback for me. I mean, sometimes there's things I just don't know how to do. I haven't done this that long. So thank you for all of that. I really appreciate it. And I would like to, I think this is my first video really talking while I'm eating, so it is a bit of a challenge. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to edit this. I'm sure you don't want to just hear me talk, and you don't just want to hear me or watch me eat or hear me chew. But I do really, I think this is going to be a video series that might be kind of fun. I think there's a lot of people out there who eat by themselves every night, who are alone, and maybe they don't have anybody to hang out with. And I just want you to know that, you know, there's lots more of us there too, and I would love to be able to put together some videos and you could see what I eat, maybe tell me what you're eating, and we can share that way. I'll try not to talk too much when I eat, when I have my mouth full. What is it about a peppercini? So good. So I went out in the garden this morning and I picked some more of my green beans. I've got some kind of a big animal. I think it's a possum that's coming into my green beans. It doesn't touch the green beans. It chews the roots off. Makes me so mad. And I've got a trap out there. I'd like to catch him and send him to another home. I can't catch him. But I see where he's laying on the beans and I don't know what to do. So anyway, I'm just trying to pick every day so that I could get as many as possible for myself, and I guess him and I are just gonna have to share. But I notice I have a lot of little baby cucumbers. Some of them are like this big. Now they're pickling cucumbers, so I'm thinking in the next couple weeks we're gonna be making pickles together. And I've just got tons and tons and tons of tomatoes. I mean, I have more tomatoes than anything else. And my tomatoes, when they're ripe, I have all kinds of canning videos planned. I want to do tomato sauce, pizza sauce, just all kinds of things. Canned tomatoes, stewed tomatoes, spaghetti sauce, all those, maybe even some ketchup. I've never made or canned ketchup before, so I might give that a try. I have to try to think of things in small batches because I can't use 50 jars of ketchup. but I'm gonna try to find ways that I can do some small batch canning of a lot of different things. And of course, every year I freeze a lot of my things. I do have a food saver, and this morning after I picked the beans, I washed them. I, took all the heads off of them. I snapped them, I blanched them, I dried them, and then I froze them, and I put them in the freezer bags, the food saver bags. And those are great because those basically take the air out for you. So when you take your beans out at a later date, you can just snip the bag. I just throw them in the microwave, in the air fryer. I do all kinds of things with green beans. I do love them. But it just makes it really easy. They're like the day you picked them. They're just very, very good. This is the best salad. So tasty. It's got all the things I love in it too. Purple cabbage, red onions. I could just eat an onion salad, but probably I'd be kicked out. I wanted to show you. I went out today, and our next fruit we're gonna get are peaches. So these are my white Hancock peaches. They're not quite ripe, but they're getting there. They're pretty darn juicy. And these are, when they're ripe, they are the best peach literally you've ever had. They're so good. And these are just a delicious peach. They're white peach. They're ripe. Oh man, they are good. Very, very good. So I'm gonna have to really think about what I'm gonna be canning this year, because I have a lot of things still from last year that, one person, you can only eat so many peaches, apricots, plums, and nectarines. But I do have room for some, for some small batch things, but I'm gonna try to, I think this year I might even try to make and can a peach salsa. I saw the recipe to that in my home preserving book from Ball, and it looked pretty good. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna make some. What else? I wanna make some candied jalapenos, the cowboy candy. I've used up every drop of it that I had canned from last year. And just some things like that. A lot of stuff. This is really good. Very good. I don't make lasagna very often because I always worry about the carbs and all that junk. At 63, I don't know why I do. I'll be 64 this year. But I do. I think about stuff like that all the time. I mean, I don't know. Although I'm retired, my husband is still working. He does work a job. He's planning on working until probably another year and a half, 2 years. That's kind of his goal, but it could be longer, could be shorter, who knows. I think he can retire anytime after this August in his birthday. But I think he's trying to stay until I get on Social Security, which is not Social Security, I'm sorry. I'm not taking Social Security at 65. I'm gonna wait, but I am gonna I'll be on Medicare at 65. So he's trying to wait until I'm on Medicare. It's a beautiful day today. It's about 80 degrees. I mean, it's just beautiful. Beautiful. We had a really wet winter in California. It's nice to have some sun. Finally, you turned that bloody thing off. You can hear me. I'm just kidding. I love this time of the year, but I don't know. It's like everything sprouts, especially the weeds. I have a lot of weeds right now. I just can't combat them all. And I don't want to use any Roundup or anything like that because I have so many trees that we eat off of, my garden. I really try to be as organic as possible. I know I keep looking away from the camera, but it's just so beautiful today. It's green. Everything just looks beautiful. Our neighbors are throwing some kind of a party. Let me show you the picture, or the roses that I picked this afternoon, or this morning actually. Look at these things. They literally could be in a picture book. Aren't those beautiful? They're just breathtaking. They're so pretty. They almost don't look real, do they? But they are, believe you me. They smell so good. I just realized I forgot the croutons on my salad. Oh well, I think that bread made up for it. Have a good day.